Okay, my name is Peter Dumont, and we are here with a wonderful group, including the Honorable Sir Takashi Tanemori, who is in process of a wonderful and important art exhibit at Unitarian Universalist here in San Francisco, just a location, and it runs through September 22nd, 2014. But we're here celebrating the unity of the human race, and how can we achieve that? Well, one way that's very helpful is to think of the common values that we can share across religious, cultural, political, and every other type of boundary and faction that you can think of. Just getting to the humanity. And how can we make peace work? Well, the human hand is a wonderful inspiration for this. First of all, everybody has a couple of them, almost everybody, and even those who don't appreciate it. And the hand is the most remarkable structure because it graphically illustrates individuality in each finger and diversity in the spread of the fingers and their freedom from each other while still being profoundly connected and sustained by that unity and that teamwork. And there are about 30 bones at the basis of the hand. And this makes a very convenient analogy to 30 primary peace principles for the human race, whether we're talking about a couple, a family, a school, a community, a business, a nation, or the whole family of nations and all the population of the world. They're just different levels of complexity, but the same principle applies. We have individuality and we have unity. We have freedom and we have responsibility. We have that diversity and we have that singularity. So what are those 30 primary peace principles? Well, meeting basic needs, food, air, water, rest, including conscious rest, by the way. And then we have to have goodwill. Goodwill is not just a warm, fuzzy feeling that you have at certain times of year or certain moods when you're in the mood for goodwill. No. Goodwill is a choice to wish for a good outcome even when you don't feel good, when you're conflicted, when you're stressed, when there's something unsure and you don't know how it's going to turn out. But if you can wish for a good outcome, even in spite of all the uncertainty, and if both sides or all sides of a conflict will do that, it makes all the difference in the world. So, good, and that also implies you don't want to hurt the other to get the solution because you're wishing for good for all, okay? And then we need integrity, we need honesty, we need trust and caution in a proper balance, and they're going to complement each other, but they won't always be the same depending on the situation. And we need a sense of humor to lighten things up. We need to communicate, cooperate, and celebrate for common goals, to resolve common conflicts. And we need a whole bunch of make-up values because nobody is perfect, and life can be very complicated with all the different players. So, humility is where we admit that we don't know everything and that we can learn something for others, okay? Humility, patience. It takes time to learn about the other person's point of view or a whole bunch of people's point of view. Compassion, to feel for the other person's point of view. Apology when we make a mistake, not to have such an ego that we cannot apologize for our imperfections or short-sightedness. And then forgiveness. And Takashi Tanemori-san is a leader, global leader in the forgiveness movement who speaks with tremendous authority, having survived the atomic bomb at Hiroshima. And it doesn't come any much worse than that. Not only that, but tremendous follow-up problems with social ostracization in both Japan and the United States when he got an opportunity to come here. And all of this is contained in this fabulous book that I recommend to everybody. It should be widely published. It should be made into a movie. And we're here celebrating Takashi's art and his survival and his stand for a better world today. Okay, so, and this is called Hiroshima Bridge to Forgiveness. It's in very short supply right now, but with enough attention and community involvement, we'll get it republished for the broad audience it deserves. Okay, so the makeup values we've covered now, then you start getting all the benefits. Okay, so the benefits to all the people. You have freedom. Freedom that is rooted in responsibility is sustainable. Therefore, out of sustainable freedom, you get sustainable what? Creativity. Freedom is necessary for creativity and action. Then out of the creativity, you get productivity. Out of productivity that is sustaining, you're going to get prosperity, right? Out of prosperity, everybody in the community starts getting their needs met, and the whole community starts to breathe more easily. And from this, we can have a vision of increasing health and happiness for all. And we should cherish that ideal, even in the face of tremendous adversity and many examples of suffering and war and everything, but this is just because we're not organized and educated enough to see our self-interest in harmony. And so our hands are our inspiration. So to affirm all these positive values and the vision, we're going to try our friendship handshake. All-Star Alliance for All. That's where everyone can be a star by trying his and her best to do all these values, each one of which is a star, like a point of value. And you see how the hand fits with our logo here, and the star is out here in our symbol. Okay, so we line up our hands across the chest in close quarters. You can also do it the other way. And first we're going to say all. All is all the people and all the ideals to cherish together. So then star, we're going to press the tips and affirm the point value of each person in society and each value. And then we're going to clasp hands, and that will be our teamwork, the strength of teamwork to make the dream work. And then we're going to go, for all! That means everybody benefits from a better society. Okay, one more time. And everybody speak out. 1, 2, 3. All. Star. Alliance. For all! All right, join us at staralliance.org.
Thank you. Thank you so much.